Good evening, this is your Mayor Col Murray with another hot off the press council report. One of the early items on this evening's agenda, which attracted quite a lot of discussion and debate and some community consultation, was the approving of the annual operating plan, which effectively is council's budget. That number this evening is of the budget is quite a large one, at around almost $180 million, of which about $80 million represents capital works and new projects. So some very large commitments to road maintenance and both sealed and unsealed roads, and certainly quite a strong debate about some car parking fees and charges that were captured in that annual operating plan. So council did have some rigorous debate this evening, and in fact the decision to support the recommendation of about a 20% increase in parking, which we haven't seen an increase since 2013. So some sections of the councillors thought that it was appropriate to ask for an increase of that size. Some councillors didn't, but in the end the budget or the recommendation was passed as written. So the car parking fees will go up around 20% in the CBD, and those fees are quarantined for future investment into car parking, which serves the city. And it is pretty much a user pay system where those businesses that get the benefit of parking around the city and not necessarily just in the CBD actually have some input into the costs. But all in all, quite a strenuous debate with quite a number of different elements, and particularly the proposed rate peg of 2.7%. There was quite a bit of discussion, but the resolution was in support of the annual operating plan as recommended. Another item this evening which did attract some debate was, I guess this was a confirmation report only, but council did adopt a successful tender to provide solar facilities to 11 of our larger internal sites. So that's right around the council area. The proposition is to install and operate behind the meter type solar installations, which will represent quite a significant saving in electricity prices over the next 10 to 15 years. And council also resolved to report each year on the performance of this investment to just, I guess, assure the alignment between what's being predicted and what's actually being achieved is reasonable. Another interesting component of the debate this evening was the resolution to support the maximum increase for councillor and mayoral allowances. This is always an interesting one, and particularly when times are tough, and the councillors kicked this one around the meeting room for a while this evening, and the resolution was to support the maximum increase, but ironically, and with his usual touch of comedy, Councillor Inglis actually indicated that he had kept track of the hours that he's put in during this term on council, and the current standing was around $3.30 an hour, and the increase was represented 2.5% of $3.30 an hour, which is not a real lot of money. So the total increase for councillors is around $450 a year. It was considered reasonable, and it was supported by the councillors. So thank you once again for listening to our meeting report. This is your Mayor Col Murray signing off on another council meeting report.